In early September, Dean and Dave launched their kayaks at the Fauntleroy Ferry Dock near Seattle to begin an urban paddling adventure, 60 miles from Puget Sound to Olympia, Washington. We will camp along the Cascadia Marine Trail, a water trail which provides conveniently spaced campsites along the entire coast. The 4-mile crossing to Blake Island State Park is the most hazardous part of the trip, as it is also a major shipping lane. At Blake Island, a beautiful beach and campsites await, complete with picnic benches, fresh water, fire pits, and toilets. Dean catches a few flounder offshore for dinner. Now he paddles out to have a look at the battleship, the USS John C. Stennis, outbound from the Bremerton Naval Base. We bed down as the sun sets on the downtown Seattle skyline. We're up shortly after dawn and start our day with bacon and pancakes. A baby seal witnesses our launch as we start our paddle south. We meet the Southworth Ferry on its first run of the day, before heading down Culpos Passage, a peaceful Puget Sound byway. Our destination is Lisa Beulah County Park, where we will camp in the raspberry bushes and just a few feet from a small beach. Dean gets some tips from one of the locals, but no fish. Dean's not easily skunked. Next morning, just outside Gig Harbor, he ties into a silver salmon. We'll be having salmon for dinner for the next 2 nights. Now we face the crux move of the trip. All the waters of Puget Sound converge off Point Defiance, then rush through the Tacoma Narrows. We have timed our run to ride the incoming tidal rush, and hopefully positioned ourselves for a landing immediately below the Narrows Bridge. Like the trolls, we will be camped under the bridge, with a small beach for our front yard and a freshly mowed lawn in our backyard. The spans of the new Narrows Bridge are successors to the infamous Galloping Gertie, which collapsed into the waters below on November 7th, 1940. Here are a few clips from that disaster. From our under-the-bridge encampment, we watch dolphins and tugboats on the now north-flowing currents as the trains of the Burlington Northern move along the far shore. We leave the Narrows Bridge behind and paddle south past beautiful Fox Island. Then the scene changes dramatically as we come abreast of McNeil Island and the somber ramparts of the island's sole inhabitant, a maximum security penitentiary. Signs and gunshots warn us to stay 300 yards offshore. A few more channels and islands, and we round a long corner, headed for the crown jewel of the Cascadia Trail, a magnificent campsite on the south shore of Anderson Island. In our final 2 hours on the water, we've seen no boat traffic. Our pristine site has a lagoon and a sunset view. Next morning, we have a 6-mile paddle to Boston Harbor, our takeout, just a few miles south of Washington State's capital city, Olympia. From city lights to city lights, with enough patches of wilderness and solitude to renew our soul. Quite an unusual adventure in the shadow of the Metroplex.